So what if, guys? How you doing? What if the Antichrist in Revelations was actually God? You know, it says in Revelations about fear not, the Lamb of Judah, the tribe of Judah was has been victorious. Then it says about gave him the scroll. And it says something about crowns and multiple crowns, and it says something about a white horse. What if the Antichrist in Revelations, everybody thinks the white horseman of the apocalypse is the Antichrist? But what if that ended up being God? And you all had this belief that that was the Antichrist, and he came as, God came as the Antichrist. And you guys judge this guy like God's word, the Bible, and everything. Just as you would, some people would judge people by God's word and kind of damn them, you know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of fucked up if God told you, damn me, basically, when I show up, and you damned him by his word. And so you would be wrong when he turned into God. And then you would know, oh my God, I guess I shouldn't have judged people by God's word. And, don't think for a minute that God would not do that. And I'll tell you why. In the Old Testament, people were very biblical and wrathful about God. And then Jesus showed up with the New Testament, and where there was a gentler side of God. And the side of God that I guess you didn't see, maybe you didn't see in the Old Testament because of all the wrath and judgment brought down on earth. And Jesus was a lot different and forgiving and blah, 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 blah. And forgive people their sins. And and he was basically the opposite of what the Old Testament was saying at that time. But still was God. Or a part of God. A big part of God. And it would be a test or a testament. Basically a test, a divine test from God. If he came as the Antichrist, and you guys is like, God's saying, there's this big bad Antichrist coming, and he's going to think he's me, blah 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 blah, and just like Jesus, a lot of people believe he, even with all the miracles he performed during that time, they still didn't believe he was the Son of God or God or what have you. And so don't think for a minute that God would not come as the Antichrist to fool everybody and to test everybody, then go become God.